Good morning, everyone. Today, again, today we've got special guests. My name is A.B. Matlala, and I will start on my left, coming down this way for everyone to introduce themselves.
My name is Donald Monne, and I work for Wescon and Comstor as an account manager. And Matlala Group would be one of my strategic partners that I look after.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
My name is Mduduzi Nzuza. I'm a senior pre-sales engineer. Almost forgot. Work with Wescon and Comstor also, and from a technical point of view, I'm the guy.
Okay. We'll go deeper into your technical point of view.
Hello, everyone. My name is Johan Matsemela. I'm a NetApp pre-sales engineer, and I also cover vendor support for Solarwinds. I do the quoting.
Okay.
Yes.
So myself and Donald are the only people who usually look after money here at this table right now.
Without my solution, there wouldn't be any money existing. My correct solution.
Most definitely, yeah.
So I will re-emphasize, myself and Donald look after money.
Yes.
So maybe let me start with Donald.
Yes.
We'll come to the pre-sales world and the solutions world.
Yes.
For now, we're still talking money.
Yes.
So Donald, obviously from Matlala, we've signed up with Comstor Wescon.
Yes.
To be one of our distributors of different products.
Yes.
And we found Solarwinds to be a product that you distribute.
Yes.
And then we actually love working around the Solarwinds space. So maybe just for those who are not partnered with Wescon, how do you go about it and what is the requirements and that sort of thing to enable other SMMEs like ourselves?
Look, first of all, I think it's really a privilege working with Matlala. It was one of the easiest to onboard. I think the onboarding process, we try to make it as simple as possible.
Okay.
Because our existence is about empowering. We have our primary drive really sits within the SMME space.
Okay.
And I think with what we've done with you guys and you guys also working with us. So basically all that we require, it's obviously you guys, any new SMME or any partner within the ICT space, getting in touch with us, signing up an account at Wescon. So pretty much having your account open with us so that we are able to quote you and provide you the products that we do. We further then go on to onboard you on the vendor side because we represent multiple vendors. Okay. So there is certain requirements that we take you through where you need to onboard as an existing partner with the vendors that we represent, and then we take it from there. Other than that, we have an edge program that we have to develop SMME partners. Okay. This program pretty much onboards a partner and takes them through a journey until they are fully running, especially when you're looking at partners that have just recently started up business and so forth. There's many areas of business that we assist them with, from financing to skilling up to getting sets in place and so forth. So, but it's been a pleasure and a good journey, working that with Matlala Group.
And thank you for also enabling us and helping us in this journey. I think, like everyone says, I can attest to it that the next real employment growth is trapped in the SMME space and not in the big corporate. So thank you for taking us through that journey. And I think anyone who'd want to sign up with Wescon and also Comstor, I've enjoyed our journey with yourself so far, and hopefully we'll make a lot of money and grow. Now that we've talked about money.
Well. Just before, actually, in our logo says success is what we do, and it's great to hear that we are succeeding in some of the the stuff that we take on, and it's good to see our partner success.
Yeah, no, and by the way, just as a view from my end, when you help us succeed, you succeed in
As
that
well.
because
most definitely.
you know, we
Most
still
definitely.
place an order with you.
Absolutely. And thanks for the last order, by the way. The Solarwinds order, eh?
Yes,
Yeah, we
yes.
did a $250,000 last month. A Solarwinds order. Thank you for that.
No, thank you. Thank you for also availing the credit line, because that also is very important.
Most definitely.
Now we come to the guys who don't live in the gray areas. They live in black and white. So let me give them a chance to just clarify and educate us, those who chase money.
Okay. Solarwinds, ne? We're
Yeah.
on the Solarwinds subject. Because there's too many technologies in my head.
No, but maybe
So-
maybe just as a starting point, we'll come to the SolarWinds. Maybe just cover the areas you cover.
Actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been with Wescon for a bit longer. So we have Wescon Comstor, right?
Yeah.
And then down it's divided into Wescon and then the Comstor division. So the Comstor division at the moment does SolarWinds, NetApp, and Cisco.
Okay, so maybe for those who are not in tech who
Yeah.
may listen to us, Cisco mainly in the infrastructure, but predominantly
Infrastructure.
networking.
Yes,
And then
definitely.
NetApp is mainly your storage, but obviously
And
breaking into the cloud.
Data management, yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yes. And then obviously SolarWinds, which is monitoring, reporting.
Monitoring tool, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And it was quite interesting as, being in Wescon, because we also had virtualization where we had VMware and also Veeam for like your backups.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the thought behind the director's mind was to actually create a data center solution or more of a network solution other than dividing it into those vendors.
Okay.
You see, so yeah.
So maybe simply put, for us who are not as clever,
Yeah, so
is
basically,
to say, maybe for us who are not clever, is to say we use SolarWinds to monitor the storage, the virtualization, and the both servers and network.
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, like the example I was about to make, it was about coffee. So basically, you would see NetApp being the cup, right?
Okay.
And then Cisco would be the coffee inside there,
Okay.
right? And then SolarWinds would be the sugar,
Oh,
right?
Okay.
So yes, there are people who drink coffee without sugar.
Yes.
But it's very rare that you'd actually drink coffee outside the cup or drink the cup or drink the coffee outside the other way versus versa, right?
I think you do a great job being technical. Me and you, we must never venture towards
These things of money,
these
ne?
other things.
Yeah.
Let's come this
So-
side.
Yeah.
Just to allow. So what is SolarWinds?
SolarWinds, it's a monitoring software, which is it monitors your network, and also many more applications.
Yep.
Yeah, on my side, I've started with Wescon. It's been 2 years now.
Okay.
Started as a NetApp vendor support, which I do the quoting. Now I do a portion of where there is SolarWinds, which I provide codes. And now I've transitioned to NetApp pre-sales engineer. Yes. Yeah, I do the renewals on the other side, yes.
Okay. But what does SolarWinds? What does it? So I'll give you what I've worked around, but I want you guys to maybe cover from your end. So maybe let me just start it off. So as Matlala, we've started. So we've done a bit of assessments of networks. We've done big department in government. And then we've done also a utility also in South Africa. What we found is that a lot of times, if a client is on a single platform, like he's either on a Cisco or Arista or HPE Aruba and all the other products, there is enough tooling to monitor your own. So in Cisco, if you have a Cisco environment end to end, then you'll get tools within Cisco that help you monitor.
Absolutely.
However, when you then start venturing into your data center as Cisco, and then your Wi-Fi network is HPE, and then your MPLS is something else, and you run different applications and servers, a SolarWinds for us has been the tool that enables you to see your entire environment than going into multiple different tools, because under general, you'd have to go into the Cisco tool to see the network, then into a VMware tool to see the VMware, and then into a storage tool to see the NetApp storage, and then eventually applications.
Correct.
So this enables us to see the whole thing. Is this what you are finding, or?
Yeah, that's actually correct. And it's actually smart for SolarWinds, right? Because they were mostly focused on your networks and storage, right? And then they expanded their portfolio. Other than you, like literally opening those multiple tabs, right? With SolarWinds, you actually... and I know a lot of people don't like deploying different vendors, but this is a situation where a company finds themselves with different vendors, right? Other than doing a tech refresh, they can just plug in SolarWinds and address their pain points. So it could be from service desk, which they'd like to issue tickets, to monitoring that network specifically, or monitoring that storage also, or their logs. And the funny part about the logs part, right, is that after you doing your configurations, whether from the storage part or the switch parts, right, you can always have that updated. And then even though people like me, because, I want to leave for money and then I resign, you won't be stressed, because you'd be able to actually go back to your system log and see what I've configured, and you can actually reconfigure or kind of correct from that file. So it also helps you from saving cost on that part of it also.
So when you say that, I hear you saying, at least I could audit. So now from a system management auditing point of view, I can take what was configured and in my logs and share it with the auditors when they look at.
Exactly, yeah.
So Donald, is SolarWinds growing in the market space? Is it a tool that everyone is using? So I know within a Matlala view, we are driving SolarWinds, especially with heterogeneous environments, because no environment is a single vendor on OEM. So we find that covers that sweet spot. Is it growing?
I would say it's growing on not on the scale that we like it to be. Simply because I think maybe smaller businesses, your SMME, are the ones that are seeing value. And maybe, again, it's looking at their client base, because most enterprise people will typically, fall under one specific vendor. And we said that, look, SolarWinds helps you if you find your environment having a mixture of different vendors to have that total visibility. But I think the investment that SolarWinds and the commitment that they've put forward, most definitely in the coming quarters, we should see some good numbers coming in. So this is us being here is part of the initiatives where we came here for a session with your team. This is where we talk about SolarWinds from A to Z. It's an open discussion where, we get people's knowledge around SolarWinds, what areas, of that they still need to be educated on. But yeah, we doing these face-to-face visit post-COVID to make sure that, people still, know the latest offerings of SolarWinds and any other new developments. But most definitely, I would say in the coming years, we should see SolarWinds grow, in my opinion.
Okay. So I saw recently, every so often, I try to keep myself up to date. I saw the Cloud Observability, and I thought that was one of the greater initiatives, because, I look at South Africa now, we have AWS in the country, we have Microsoft in the country.
Yes.
We're now about to see Google launch, and then we have Huawei as well in the country. So obviously, I'm interested in that space of that cloud observability tooling to see how do I see all iterations in the cloud and in the different clouds, and how well it would work with all of those. Do you guys have any view on that or not?
Hey, that's hey, tough questions indeed. So like when they were launching Cloud Observability, it was last year, I think sometime, maybe May 2022, and it's a bit interesting because now we already have the products that are already on premise, right?
Yep.
And the confusion would be, does this mean we leave the on-premise products and we actually focus on cloud observability? And it would be like, the way I'd address it always would be a preference. To answer your question, so cloud observability gives you the same effect, right, with your products on-prem.
Yeah.
But with cloud observability, you kind of like build your solution within the cloud. So it wouldn't work out if you mostly like on-prem orientated customer, right? But if you already have like your Meraki and your AWS and stuff, and you're like cloud orientated, so you with it works a bit different. You have your cloud agents kind of monitoring, from your applications to your cloud to what's the word? Your cloud provider infrastructure and stuff. Yeah. So it's actually that turn I never thought they would actually get to that part, but I am impressed. Solarwinds.
So I see it in. So I look at. So the market is saying to us, everyone is moving into. So if you look at the productivity tools, your Microsoft, your 365s and the likes are only going to be rendered as a cloud of solution. Then you look at the Googles of the world, the Google Meets and all of that. All of those are rendered as cloud products. However, you may have your ERP running on-prem and other applications on-prem. I'm looking at it to challenge the market to say, how do I still run your entire IT environment, monitor it from a single glass, but seeing all your iterations across different areas? I haven't played with it aggressively, but it would be nice to get you guys, especially the technical ones, to come back here and maybe we do a demo on it and see, what's available around the space to look at both on-prem and in the cloud. Because definitely. I don't think there are any of our clients who are going to remain on-prem or fully on cloud. You'll always have the hybrid. So how do we manage and monitor all of it?
I think that's very interesting, and I think I look forward to obviously coming here with a different engagement, like you're saying. And I think I would like us to, when we have the next session, to have it on this platform again. And
we will. No, we will.
And then, I think it will be it will be definitely very interesting. But I'm also excited to see that. But I think, that sets it. There's nothing.
I think, let's maybe look at a few weeks from now, have it, and then just test it out and play with it and see. Because even from a Matlala point of view, we do have multiple iterations. So we have on-prem environments and we have in the cloud environment. Okay. So how do we monitor across both?
Okay. That's
Mr. Johan, do you have any parting words as we close out?
Yeah, that's a thing that we are looking forward, and it will be interesting, and I'm also looking forward to it.
Okay. Yes. Babamtu.
I'm agreeing, like I'm looking forward to the interaction.
Never said the same time.
I just realized now, like, I'm actually scared of mics and cameras. I didn't know this. But I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Mr. Donald?
I think, I think the space that we are in, it's very interesting. Being part of the technology, technology affects everybody, irrespective of the industry that you play. But for us that gets to test it and teach people and learn it first, it's always very exciting. I'm looking forward to the next session. And as I said, look, Should be interesting.
No, thank you guys, and truly, truly appreciate the time you've given us. And we'll see you in the next session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.